The spiritual significance of flowers. Part 1. The Mother. Our Divine Mother, Mira Alfasa, was born on 21st February 1878 in Paris. A student at the Académie Julian, she became an accomplished artist, gifted from an early age with a capacity for spiritual and occult experience. She went to Tlemcen, Algeria in 1906 and 1907 to study occultism with the adept Max Thion and his wife. Between 1911 and 1913, she gave a number of talks to various groups of seekers in Paris and began to record her deepening communion with the divine in the diary later published as Prayers and Meditations. In 1914, the mother voyaged to Pondicherry, South India, to meet the Indian mystic Sri Aurobindo. After a stay of 11 months, she was obliged by the outbreak of the First World War to return to France. A year later, she went to Japan, where she remained for 4 years. In April 1920, the mother rejoined Sri Aurobindo in Pondicherry. 6 years later, when the Sri Aurobindo Ashram was founded, Sri Aurobindo entrusted its material and spiritual charge to her, for he considered her not a disciple but his spiritual equal and collaborator. Under her guidance, the ashram grew into a large, many-faceted spiritual community. She also established a school, the Sri Aurobindo International Center of Education, in 1952, and an international township, Auroville, in 1968. The mother passed away on 17th November 1973. Sri Aurobindo. Our Lord Sri Aurobindo was born in Calcutta on 15th August 1872. At the age of 7, he was taken to England for his education. There, he studied at St. Paul's School, London, and at King's College, Cambridge. Returning to India in 1893, he worked for the next 13 years in the princely state of Baroda in the service of the Maharaja and as a professor in the State's College. In 1906, Sri Aurobindo quit his post in Baroda and went to Calcutta, where he became one of the leaders of the Indian nationalist movement. As editor of the newspaper Bande Mataram, he boldly put forward the idea of complete independence from Britain. Arrested 3 times for sedition or treason, he was released each time for lack of evidence. Sri Aurobindo began the practice of yoga in 1905. Within a few years, he achieved several fundamental spiritual realizations. In 1910, he withdrew from politics and went to Pondicherry in French India in order to concentrate on his inner life and work. During his 40 years there, he developed a new spiritual path, the integral yoga, whose ultimate aim is the transformation of life by the power of a supramental consciousness. In 1926, with the help of the mother, he founded the Sri Aurobindo Ashram. His vision of life is presented in numerous works of prose and poetry, among which the best known are The Life Divine, The Synthesis of Yoga, and Savitri. Sri Aurobindo passed away on 5th December 1950.